The story begins with the jarring, mechanical thud of a car door slamming shut. The sound cuts through the silence of a remote, overgrown path. A young man, camera strap slung over his shoulder, steps away from his vehicle. The air here is heavy, thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. He reaches into the back seat, grabs his heavy trekking bag, and turns toward the tree line. As he steps across the threshold from the pavement to the wild grass, the audio of the scene shifts. We don't see him holding a phone, but the air is filled with the ghostly, filtered sound of a voice recording, a memory playing out in real time. "Where are you, man?" A friend's voice crackles over the ambient rustle of leaves. "Just entering the preserved zone," the young man's voice replies in the soundscape, though his lips don't move. "Lighting is perfect. I'm going to snag some nature shots." "Be careful," the friend warns, the voice echoing slightly too long. "That place is dense. Don't get lost." He smiles to himself, dismissing the warning, and begins to hike. The shutter clicks once, twice, capturing the way the sunlight fractures through the canopy. He is a hunter of light, seeking the perfect frame. Deeper in the woods, the terrain shifts. The trees part to reveal a raw, imposing rock face. Carved naturally, or perhaps unnaturally, into the base of the mountain is a dark, gaping tunnel. It looks like a mouth that the mountain refuses to close. Intrigued, the man unshoulders his heavy bag, dropping it on the dirt road with a dusty thud. He needs to be light on his feet to get the angle. He approaches the maw of the tunnel. He checks the preview screen. He frowns, satisfied but curious. The darkness inside seems absolute. He steps back, lowering the camera, and reaches into his pocket to retrieve a silver whistle. He blows it. The sound bounces back from the tunnel depths. A perfect echo. He smiles, amused by the acoustics. The tunnel replies dutifully. But then, the sound hits him again. He freezes. He hadn't blown the whistle a third time. He spins around, staring into the abyss. His expression shifts from amusement to a knotted curiosity. He raises the whistle again, inhaling deeply, and lets out a long, wavering trill. He waits. Silence. He waits longer. Just as he decides it was a fluke and turns to leave, he raises the whistle to his lips, but before he can even blow, a sharp whistle sound screams from inside the tunnel at him. The delay was impossible. Physics doesn't lag like that. Now the air feels colder. He decides to test the darkness one last time. His lungs seize. He didn't make that sound. The tunnel isn't echoing him anymore. It is anticipating him. Or someone is in there. Driven by a fatal curiosity, he steps forward. The darkness swallows him. The air inside is stagnant. He walks for what feels like minutes, seeing a light at the end. He rushes toward it, bursting out into the fresh air. He stops dead. He is standing on a dirt road. To his left, the same twisted oak tree. To his right, the same rock face. And at his feet, his own trekking bag. He spins around. He entered the tunnel to get to the other side. But the other side is the entrance. It's a spatial impossibility. He grabs his bag and turns his back on the mountain, walking briskly down the path toward where he parked his car. The path curves, and he expects to see the main road. Instead, the trees part, and he is standing in front of the tunnel. He turns 90 degrees and sprints into the thicket, tearing his clothes on thorns, scrambling over roots. He runs until his lungs burn.
He breaks through the brush, stumbling onto a clearing. He looks up, the tunnel looms over him. He is trapped in a non-Euclidean nightmare. Every direction leads here. Every path is a circle. He throws his bag into the dirt in a fit of rage. He screams at the sky, but the sky feels like a painted ceiling. He tries again, and again, and again. The screen fades to black, marking the passage of time. Time lapse. The scene fades back in. The light is dimmer now, perhaps twilight. The young man is on his knees, exhausted, dirt-streaked and broken. He is sobbing quietly, defeated by the loop. Suddenly, "Puit!" His head snaps up. The sound came from the tunnel. He freezes. That was his whistle, but he didn't blow it. Then a double tap. A horrifying realization washes over his face. The echo he heard earlier, the delay, the anticipation, it wasn't the tunnel playing tricks, it was him. He is currently hearing the past version of himself standing outside the tunnel hours ago. He listens. He hears the long, wavering trill. He knows what comes next. He knows the past version of himself is about to try blowing the whistle again. Desperate to stop the cycle, to warn himself, or perhaps just to end the loneliness, he whistles back, interrupting his past self.
He stands up, trembling. He looks at the dark mouth of the cave. He realizes he is no longer the observer. He is the entity in the dark. Slowly, with a limping gait, he enters the tunnel again. As he walks, he drops his cap on the ground, a breadcrumb for a path that has no destination. Time flies. The sun is high again. The cycle resets, but not for him. A new young traveler enters the frame. He looks different, fresher, happier. He walks into the clearing and spots the abandoned trekking bag and the expensive camera lying in the dirt. He picks up the camera, scrolling through the preview. Photos of trees, photos of the tunnel. Suddenly, a whistle blows from deep inside the rock. The new traveler is startled. He assumes someone is hurt or exploring. He reaches into his pack and pulls out a high-beam headlight. He straps it to his forehead, the beam cutting a cone through the dust. He enters the tunnel. The beam sweeps the floor. It lands on a dusty cap. "Is anyone in here?" he calls out. The response is a low, guttural growl, a sound that is human but stripped of humanity. It is a thrilling, vibrating noise that rattles the chest. The new traveler freezes. The light shakes as he looks deeper. From the shadows, a figure lunges. It is the first man, but he is changed. His eyes are wide and vacant, his skin pale and bruised from the endless cycles of running and failing. He has been hypnotized by the loop, his mind fractured by the isolation and the paradox. He is no longer a man. He is a prisoner of the geometry, a zombie of the timeline. He lets out a feral scream, the sound of the echo twisted into rage, and tackles the new traveler. The light swings wildly, illuminating rock, teeth, and terror. The camera drops. Black screen.
The film ends here.
Theory and analysis. 1. The topological trap. The Klein bottle Mobius strip theory. The environment the protagonist enters is not a standard 3D space. The tunnel acts as a connection point in a closed time-like curve or a spatial loop, similar to a Mobius strip or a Klein bottle.
In these geometrical anomalies, the inside becomes the outside, and the end connects to the beginning. When he tries to leave, the curvature of space itself folds him back to the center point, the tunnel entrance. He is not lost, he is geometrically contained. 2. The predestination paradox. The narrative relies heavily on a causal loop. The protagonist hears an echo that behaves strangely, returning before he blows or after a long delay. He later realizes he is the source of those sounds. The paradox. He enters the tunnel because he heard the strange echoes, but he creates the strange echoes because he entered the tunnel and got trapped. The effect, him trapped inside making noise, is the cause of the event, him entering the tunnel. The effect, him trapped inside making noise, is the cause of the event, him entering the tunnel. 3. Psychological decay and the guardian. The transformation of the first man into a zombie-like creature suggests that the tunnel doesn't just trap the body, it erodes the mind. The loop forces the victim to become the predator. By attacking the new traveler, the first man may be trying to prevent the new guy from entering the loop, a violent warning, or he has simply gone feral from the trauma of infinite isolation. He has become the minotaur in the labyrinth, a monster created by the maze itself. 4. The symbolism of the echo. The whistle represents communication and identity. At the start, the man is projecting his identity out into the world, expecting the world to reflect it back, a normal echo. When the echo distorts and becomes autonomous, it symbolizes the loss of his control over his own reality. He is no longer the one acting, he is being acted upon by his future, past self. The final echo is not sound, but violence, history repeating itself.